saves us, walk in the way of the King. And we rely upon His might.
3,000 people are going to be given a free, full Christmas dinner in Dublin's RDS. So what does it take to feed 3,000 people? Well, speaking to us now is the chairman, is the Christmas Day dinner chairman, I should really say, Andrew King. And Adrian, how you doing? Are you all right?
I'm not too bad at all, Dave. Thank you very much.
Good man yourself. Sorry, I finally got that bit right. Now, you get this bit right. Tell us, Christmas Day dinner, you're going to be feeding about 500 people in the RDS, full dinner, and another 2,500 or something. Explain it all to me.
You're right, Dave. The sit-down part of the Christmas Day dinner will feed up to 500. And in the RDS, it's 3 operations that we carry out. And as you say, what we consider our most important one is our guests that arrive for the 500 meals in the RDS, Dave. And that really, the need for the Christmas Day dinner has arisen because, Dave, there's so much work carried out by all the wonderful tireless organisations out there. But of course, Christmas Day, they work 364 days, and Christmas Day is really the day that we have recognised where we can help out. We work very much in partnership with the organisations. And yes, the Christmas Day dinner provides food and shelter. That's for the 500 guests that we will entertain, provide refreshments for, and of course give the traditional Christmas Day dinner. And then there's the takeaway meal service, Dave. There'll be 2,500 meals collected from the RDS, and that's in partnership with the organisations. And that's our second major operation. But in addition to that, Dave, with every meal that leaves the RDS, the 2,500 meals, there will be a bag. We have a name for it, actually. We call it our goodie bag, but it's a bag of provisions. There's nutritional items, there's hygiene items, and there's items that will see people through the Christmas period. And that bag is also provided to our guests in the RDS. The guests also get a backpack, which is very important because the backpack contains a warm fleece, it contains warm clothing, and there are other additional items of hygiene items in the backpack. But Dave, the RDS, we're very, very thankful for the facilities of the RDS, and the members of the RDS providing that. But the Christmas Day dinner has been going on since 1924. This is our 91st year for the Christmas Day dinner. And really, it started off for 70 years in the Mansion House. And at that time, as in now, we work very closely with the organisations, with the hospitals, and in particular, Brother Kevin's Capuchin Day Centre. And we recognised then, as in now, that really this is the day when all them wonderful organisations can work in partnership with us. And of course, Brother Kevin, they work 364 days. So Christmas Day is the day that we step in and we help them out on Christmas Day.
Okay, the 2,500 people plus the other 500, which makes up the 3,000 altogether. Yes, first of all, how did they get to the? I mean, like, are there, for instance, like the Peter McVerry Trust, Alone, Simon Communities, the Vincent de Paul, Dublin City Council? Do you all coordinate on those 364 days? And how do you get the people to the RDS?
Well, the first thing is, of course, our guests, the homeless, the poor, the homeless, the needy. Having it in the Mansion House where it was for 70 years obviously was more convenient. Yeah. In that sense.
And Dawson Street is a bit better now than Donnybrook or whatever, yeah.
Very, very much so. And we recognised that when we moved to the RDS in 1994. So the 70 years in the Mansion House, yes, it was very convenient for our poor, homeless and needy. But what we do now, Dave, is we have a 3-coach bus shuttle service, and it operates all through the city centre. We operate from 9:30 in the morning and about to 11:30, and we run it it's like a continuous loop from 9:30, and we pick up at 3 locations in Dublin City Centre. We pick up at the Mansion House, where we were for 70 years. We pick up under Cleary's Clock. It's still there, I believe. We pick up under Cleary's Clock at O'Connell Street, and we also pick up at the Four Courts. They're the 3 key, and that is a free transport service. What we do is we get that message out there as much as we possibly can. We issue something like 4,000 cards to all the organisations, to the hospitals, to the shelters, to the day centres, and we go around Dublin. We hand out sort of what we call reminder cards. In actual fact, Dave, we work with the students as well in Trinity College through St Vincent de Paul, and in the soup runs, they will remind with the cards the poor, the homeless, that this facility
Okay, well, I presume I shouldn't be inviting anybody who wants to go to the Four Courts or the Jerry's Talk or go to the Mansion House to pop along at a certain time on Christmas Day, because, like, do you have your would you turn anybody away?
No, Dave, the Christmas Day dinner in the RDS, we can cater for up to 500, and all are welcome. Anyone that really, the poor, needy and homeless, anyone that feels that we provide entertainment, we provide refreshments, and really all are welcome to the RDS, but for the poor, the needy and the homeless. And that's the way it's advertised through all our posters.
Right, and I see when you say entertainment, the Bastable Warren Irish dancers are going to be singing on the day, but just hold on a second. I mean, when I picture this, what I picture is, I picture you haven't seen the movie Brooklyn, have you, by any chance?
No, not yet.
Right, well, there's a scene in Brooklyn where a lot of the Irish who had been over there for a long time and can't go back home and think about, and there's a big kind of a Christmas dinner thing, and Saoirse Ronan's character helps with all that too, and Earl O'Linnor sings at it, and it's an amazing scene in the movie. Where, like, so I'm picturing kind of, guys who are like, I'm down on their luck or whatever, but are we talking full, husband, wife, 4 and 5 kids? Are we talking families here?
Well, the actual Christmas Day dinner has changed considerably, Dave, over since 2011. I was chairman in 2011. This is my 5th year, and the nature of the dinner has changed. Like you're talking, the sit-down element, the 500 sit-down meals, the takeaway element itself, Dave, has changed considerably with the organisations. In 2011, we provided 850 takeaway meals, and what all the organisations, what they do is they order their meals through our website. Right, so that's that element part of it. Last year we did 2,500 takeaway meals. So they go into our website, www.christmasdaydinner.com, and all the organisations, whether it be the Peter McVerry Trust, whether it be any of the hostels, Dublin City Council, whatever, they all organise how many meals that they require to be collected on Christmas Day and what time they collect the meals at. So that side of it is very well sort of organised. The sit-down side of it, as you were envisaging there, yes. When they arrive at the RDS, the poor and homeless, and the free bus service, everyone is welcomed, and they're welcomed with a cup of tea, a Christian welcome, and a biscuit. And then we invite them all in we invite everyone in for dinner then, and it's very much supported by the Lord Mayor, the Archbishop, Dr. Dermot Martin turns up every year, and he's a great supporter of it, and the Lord Mayor turns up. Dave, in the past we have had the President at our dinner, and we get great support, and I think the old stories go about that the Taoiseachs come along and sang a few songs at the entertainment, but it's that kind of, we make it as festive and as spiritual as we possibly can on the day to give everybody that little bit of Christmas.
And one of the biggest things about it of all is that an awful lot of people who would usually be on their own on the day will certainly not be on their own. Just like last year, 140,000 items went into the goodie bags, and I presume you're probably expecting more this year. If anybody wants to give anything for those goodie bags, any suppliers or any individuals, what can they do? Do they go to christmasdaydinner.com?
Dave, what they actually do is the provision side of it is a difficult one for us. You can imagine the logistics are frightening, but we are very, very fortunate. The major suppliers out there know the Christmas Day dinner has been around since 1924, and through Leiden's Cash and Carry, we have Jim Duffy, the managing director of Leiden's. We have Eugene Collins, who's a retired general manager. He's been there for years, and the major suppliers coordinate any offers of donations of supplies through Leiden's, which is great. But anyone can also contact me. We get supplies from individuals, from local shops, and that coordination can come through me at Adrian King at christmasdaydinner.com, and I can coordinate the smaller items. But anyone's offering a pallet, Dave, if anyone wishes to offer a pallet of donations, pallets, Leydens are very much on board to help out with pallets of supplies if they just contact.
All right, well that's Leydens. By the way, just as a matter of interest, like for those who want to just check it all out and maybe want to help on the day as well, it's ChristmasDayDinners.com. One last thing I want to ask you, and I have to ask you this one, Adrian. This costs about 40 or 50 grand. Where do you get the money for all this? Donations?
Very, very much so. You know, Dave, we've been, as I say, 1924 is a long time ago, and yes, we're very well supported by corporate donations. And Dave, there's I'm saying little old ladies, but I know two particular ladies give €15 each day from their Christmas package. We accept all donations, and we're very grateful. We will provide a lovely report on the day to anyone that provides.
All right, well listen, look, Adrian,
donations can be sent to our head office. It's a nicest in Columbanus. It's the head office, Eli House, and 8 Eli Place, Dublin 2. And donations can be sent to Eli House, and they can be marked for, actually details can be made payable to the nicest in Columbanus Christmas Day dinner.
Okay, so nice in Columbanus, Eli Place, at least Eli House, number 8 Eli Place. Yeah. All right, well listen, Adrian, well done. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Dave, just before I must honestly thank very, very much the 350 volunteers that help out every day. We could not run such an operation to put out the 3,000 bees without the help of the volunteers.
All right, well listen, Adrian, thanks a million for talking to us. Adrian King, and happy Christmas to you. Thanks very much. Good luck. Take it easy. All right, good luck. Take it easy.